What's going on, guys? It's been a while since I made a video or a bunch of videos, so we're going to do a batch today. People want to know what the best no contact strategy is. Now, I made a video not too long that no contact is a long-term strategy. Go check that video out. It's a couple videos ago, but that's exactly the title. Straight to the content here. The easiest way and the first thing, so let me go through a real quick scenario with you. You're broken up, you're scrambling, you're trying to figure out exactly what to do with yourself. You're thinking of texting, you're thinking of sending her, letters and all this other shit, and talking to her family, talking to her friends, talking to everybody that's surrounding her, so you can try to make sense of what's going on. That's what you're going through right now. Let me tell you that if you do all those things, all she's gonna feel like is you're smothering her, okay? And you don't want her to feel like that. You want her to feel like she's got a lot of space from you. That's what she really needs, is the space anyway. She needs to miss you. She needs to contemplate what the relationship was really about. Does she really feel the same way that she once did? What is it about you that turned her off? All this other stuff is going to be going through her mind. She needs time to figure it out. The very first thing you need to do is just not do any of the shit that I just told you. Like, don't message anybody around her. You have to be a ghost. You have to disappear, especially right after a breakup happens. Because when a breakup just happens, it's so fresh, and it's almost like a light switch flips, right? It's like as soon as they realize that because hurting you does hurt them. They want what they want more than hurting you. But then when they finally do it and they finally move past that threshold of letting you go, it's like they turn into a different person almost. So you have to be really careful, because this sort of new version of themselves, they're going to be really hard to get through to, because the emotional engagement isn't there anymore. So the strategy from the step back point of view is you want her to fall in love with you again. That's the whole point of doing all this, right? If you want your ex back. Now, there are a lot of other people out there that say, fuck that bitch, go find a new one. Now, there's a big part of me that I would never want to take any of my exes back. I never actually have. All of them have tried coming back to me, and I'm going to make a whole other video on my no contact experiences. That's on my list of stuff to do today. So the first couple of weeks to a month, you're going to be all over the place. Your emotions are going to be up. They're going to be down. They're going to be all wild. Don't, as hard as you can, do not talk to anybody else except someone professional that can help you, a therapist, something like that, or a coach, whatever you want to do. But don't talk to anybody that has to do with her. Now, if you guys have the same circle of friends, just distance yourself from them. They'll know, they'll understand what's going on if they're good friends. Distance yourself from anything, because she's going to be doing whatever the fuck she wants to do, and you're kind of in this position where you can't just, she's going to get mad at you. It's not fair. It's totally not fair. Sorry. It's totally not fair, because she's going to get mad at you for being around, right? Now, good women, I've seen a decent woman go through a breakup with a guy because the guy was acting like a needy bitch. And they had the same circle of friends, and he showed up. She didn't really get mad at him. But certain girls will get mad if you just show up with the same circle of friends in her air. Because she's going to be selfish as fuck about this whole thing. She's going to be like, I broke up with you. Why are you going around and being around me? That's what they'll do. So be careful with that bullshit, okay? You just want to distance yourself as much as possible. So back up. In this first month, you have to do some serious self-reflection and analysis on the relationship and yourself. This is going to bring you forward to becoming the best version of yourself, because when you do this, you're going to be like, okay, what fucked up in my relationship? Where did everything go bad? And there's going to be things that really do stand out, especially if you guys had fights. If you guys had fights, she's going to tell you or show you with her body language, which most people don't understand how to do or what to look for with body language. But body language will always tell you, and her actions towards you, and what her attraction level is towards you, and they'll change their behavior according to what that number is. So if her attraction level is going up, she's going to be all over you. She's going to be texting you all the time, trying to bond and connect even more. All the fucking time she's going to want your attention. That's what happens when a woman's attraction level is very high. So think about what happens when it goes low. When it goes low, it starts doing this, right? And you're like, okay, she's backing off. And you usually notice that she's backing off way too late. So in this first month, pay attention to those times where you found out she was backing off slowly, okay? Now, if you want help figuring out what that is, just book a call with me. It'll be down below or on my website, masculineenergy.net. It's a simple website, okay? You can go to the coaching section and book a call. Some people can't figure it out. When you go back and figure that out, those behaviors of yours, maybe you're a little too needy. Maybe you're on the phone too much. Are you texting too damn much? A lot of people have texting relationships. They text their girlfriend and tell them everything about them. So when they see each other in person, it's like, where's the magic here? What the fuck? Maybe those behaviors have to start coming out. There's a lot of things that you got to figure out. And then in month number 2, this same stuff continues. You still might be very much up and down, left, right, all over the place. Your attachment to her is going to start to wane. Like you're going to have days where you're like, I don't need her. You're going to have those days. I promise you. You will have those days. In month number 2 and in month number 3, you keep on my website, there's a book list. Okay? Go to the book list and order as many of those books as possible and read them. You can start from left to right. Go through them like that. Then when you do that, you're going to have a much deeper understanding than any video can tell you because those books are so detailed. Let's just recap real quick where we are. Month number 1, get control of your emotions and self-reflect. Self-reflect like crazy, okay? And number 2 and 3, month number 2 and 3, these months are very delicate as well. So you need to be doing self-improvement every day, daily. And what does this mean, really? You're like, what does that mean, Kyle? What kind of self-improvement should I be doing? Hitting the gym and working out, exercising, whatever floats your boat, should be number 1. And right behind that, not far behind it, it's almost tied with number 1, is your mental strength and emotional strength. So you need to be working on pretty much everything about yourself, but working on what you know about relationships and women is important because you're going to be able to pick apart how you can do things better. That's month 1 to 3. And let me tell you a couple more things. The reason why you need to do all this stuff is because she does not want to come back to the same version of you. She wants to come back to the best version of you, the version of you that she saw when you guys first started dating. She has an idea of what she wanted the relationship to be like and what she wanted you to turn into. She doesn't want... Women think that they really want to change you and they think that they're changing you to a better version, but what they really react to is strength and like emotional strength and men who go and do whatever they want, really, right? Obviously, if you're good to her, you know what I mean, she'll know and everything will be okay, but she's going to react to strength first, okay? And she'll test you, and if you go through a test and you change who you are, you're like, I'll change for you, baby. She doesn't know what the fuck she really reacts to. So how is she supposed to know what changes she wants to make in you? If you have addictions and you have all these problems, like obviously she wants you to get rid of those. But I'm talking about sometimes women want to change your style, right? Sometimes women want to change how you speak. Sometimes women want to change your attitude, right? But these are the things that she's most attracted to in the first place that got you where you are. So it is a long-term strategy. You can't get your ex back in fucking 15 days like some people tell you. It's going to take a lot more time and a lot more effort than you think. This is going to be one of the hardest things that you go through. And the most important thing I want you guys to understand is you'll be okay. No matter what happens, you'll be fine. You don't feel that way right now. I know you don't feel that way. Your heart doesn't feel that way. Your stomach doesn't feel that way. No, your mind is just so captured by her and what she's doing because you're so external at this point. And it's not your fault. You don't know any better. But as more time goes by, you're going to realize that you're going to be completely fine without this woman if you get her back or not. Now, your attraction level for this woman is going to actually go through the roof when a breakup happens. That's why you chase her so much. When you chase a woman, it's actually going to be... You're just proving to her, especially after she breaks up with you, you're just proving to her what your value is, which she really sees in you. So let me rephrase that so you guys can have a better understanding. If she thinks that you're low value, she walks away from you. Walking away can be a test, right? But if she walks away from you, and you chase her, You're proving and reinforcing what she already thinks about you. You want her to think that you're a strong, centered, masculine man who takes care of his own shit, who does what he wants when he wants. That's what you want her to think about you. Okay? So everything in your being needs to be reading those books on the website, booking a call if you have to, going to talk to a therapist, anything that you can do to make yourself better and more clear in your head. Exercising, of course. But I think you should really start with reading the books and understanding relationships and women. Because when you start there, you're really going to be able to look back at your relationship and be like, okay, this is where shit went wrong. This is where shit went wrong. That's where shit went wrong. Like, you're going to really be able to pick it apart. So go to the website and order the first 3 books that you see on the top. Okay? Do that and follow these strategies and you'll have the best time trying to get her back. And look, a big part of you is not going to even really want her back. You just want the idea of what the relationship was like to come back. Done.